everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to review the book Starters by Lissa Price, and I want to start by showing you this gorgeous cover. I had this in one of my book haul videos, I think like 5 or 6 months ago, and I told you guys that I bought it because the cover caught my eye. And basically the story is as interesting as the cover looks. I've tried so many times in the past to enjoy dystopian novels, but it's really difficult for me to really get into these kinds of books because I just find it to be extremely depressing. I don't want to imagine living in a future where society just crumbles and we have to basically slaughter each other to survive another day. Do see a fair share of children scrounging around for any bit of food or money and even water that they can get their hands on. So what happens is Callie, our protagonist, lives in abandoned buildings and on the streets, and she has to do what she can to take care of her little brother who is sick, and they don't have their parents. Basically, anybody who is middle age is dead. There aren't any adults between the ages of 20 to 65 because they were all killed during the Spore Wars. So the government decided to give vaccination to those who were most vulnerable, the children and the seniors. So those were the only ones who were able to survive the attack. The youngsters, children to the age of 20, are called starters, because I guess they're kind of still in the starting phase of their lives. And then the senior citizens, 65 and up, are called the enders. And technology has grown so much that you commonly see the enders walking around at the age of 100 or even 200 years old. And they want to live again. They want to enjoy their youth. So there's this place called Prime Destinations, which is where Callie went. She tried to make some money for herself and her brother by renting out her body. They put a chip in their heads, and then an older person, and they have to be really wealthy to be able to afford this, and they rent the young people's bodies and go out and party and have a good time. Prime Destinations is run by this evil old man, and we don't even get to see his face. He's all top secret, and basically they offer enough money for Callie to live very comfortably with her brother for the rest of their lives. And how could she turn it down? Because they were living on the streets and they were renegades. So other young people on the streets, they're savage and they will beat you up for like a cracker. So she just felt that this was not the way to live and her brother needed medical attention. So she took the risk, and their friend Michael tried to convince her not to do it because he said that it seemed too good to be true. But Callie takes a risk anyway because she feels that there's no other choice. Although the enders are renting their bodies for days or weeks or months at a time, it feels like no time has passed. When they're renting out their body, it just seems like they've gone to sleep and then they wake up and it's all over, but you know, a month could have passed by and there's really nothing that can give you your time back in this life. So I guess it's okay though if technology has grown so much and you live to over 200. Callie was meant to rent her body out 3 times, and on the first and second occasion everything went smoothly, and on the third occasion something goes wrong and she wakes up. Now this is not a spoiler I'm giving you guys because it's in the back summary. She wakes up and is in a place where she has no idea where she was, and she's surrounded by all these young people, but they're actually old people in the young people's bodies. And she finds out what her renter had in store for her, and it was not good. It was more than just partying. So Callie has to figure out what she can do to stop this. What I can tell you about this book without giving spoilers away is that it is full of twists and turns. What you think you know about someone turns out to be something completely different. I guarantee it. There are some things that you will not see coming. There's some foreshadowing, but there are just some things that kind of took me by surprise. So I highly recommend this book. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I could say that this is probably the best dystopian novel I have ever read, and it is unique in its own way. This book was very well written, and it is interesting, and it's rather short too. It's just like that. And there's a second one. I think there are only 2 books. The next one is called Enders, as you can imagine. And I am interested in getting it real soon, because this book, it's really interesting, but like I said, everything is not as it seems, and the end is a cliffhanger, so I am interested in finding out what happens next. So I really appreciate you guys watching, and let me know if you've read this book. Let me know what you think about it, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a nice day. Bye.